Hello everyone. Do you want to improve the engagement on your YouTube channel and your videos? When someone takes the time to leave a comment under your video, that means if you engage with them in the comments, then they're more likely to watch more of your videos and also subscribe to your channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the top 7 YouTube tricks, YouTube comment tricks that will boost video engagement. So if you want people to engage with you, then you've got to be able to engage with them as well. So when someone leaves a comment under your video, then you actually receive a notification via email. So if you, oh, good to see you, Sakit. So if you don't have the comment notifications turned on, then of course you won't receive the notification of the comments. So just the first thing I want to mention was that, to make sure you have the notifications turned on. If you go into YouTube account settings, then down the bottom, if you go into notifications, then it's got comments and activity. And then make sure those boxes are checked, like activity on my videos or channel. Oh, hi, Alex. Activity on your comments and other videos, and activity on other channels. So just before I continue, I'll just introduce what my channel is all about. My channel is youtube.com/iSiteBuild. It's all about growing your audience on YouTube and generating traffic leads and sales on autopilot. My name's Herman Drost, and I've been at YouTube for a few years. I try to upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, and also try to do a live stream on Fridays. Oh, good to see you, Sam. And yeah, I've been growing my channel for the last few years, and hopefully through this live stream you can learn a few comment tricks that you can apply and boost more engagement. So yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody. Geeky Hunters. Okay, we've got Sam and Alex, Sakit. So I'm going to go into these 7 comment tricks. The first one to boost video engagement, and this is kind of obvious. Probably most of you reply to comments, but the first one is to reply to comments. But yeah, when you reply to comments, just a few things to keep in mind is don't just reply to a few people, but try to take the time to reply to everyone. Leave a comment there, and you can also, when you reply to comments, if it's not clear in the comments, you can even ask a question as a reply, so you get more engagement. And often the people that leave a comment, maybe they have a question. And if you disregard that, then I think, oh, this person's not replying to the comments. So you want to make sure that you not only reply to every comment, but also if you're not clear about what they mean, then you can say, could you please clarify the question that you meant? And sometimes you might want to, you could actually write a whole essay or a whole thesis on the answer. But if you have a video or a playlist that better answers a video, then you can reply by saying, well, here's a better reply to your question by watching this watch this video or watch this playlist. And this then re-engages your viewers to watch an older video or a playlist where they watch several videos. And so you can just keep in mind that you've got to leave the whole link there in the comments. So you got to put the HTTP ://www and then the domain name. So so you definitely have to include that whole URL. You can also start the comments. I haven't actually done this so much, but I see other people doing it, where you can start the comments by leaving a comment, leaving your own comment there. So you could actually start off the comments by leaving a question, you know, in the comment. And even in your video, you could say, like sometimes in my videos, I'll say, here's an important question I have for you today. And, you know, how are you monetizing your channel? You know, then leave a comment, post a comment in the comments below the video. So you could actually start off your comments by even asking a question, so that people, when they leave a comment to your video, they'll see your question in the comments. Or you can even start it off by leaving a link to a related video or a related playlist. Whitey Tex is asking how to get your channel name in Google search. Well, probably first thing that comes to mind is probably to put that in your tags. Just put your channel name in your tags, so that if somebody searches for your channel, like say if somebody searches for how to grow your channel, and then I put my channel name in the search box, like I site build, then you know, it's quite possible that a video from your channel will show up. You could put it in your title, but I would avoid that, because a lot of people, they don't know, you know, what that means if you attach it to your title. Oh, without uploading the video. Okay. So how do you get your channel name in the Google search without uploading the video? Well, I don't exactly know what you mean by that. You could put it in your file name, I guess, of the video file. That'd be one way. I'm not quite sure on the question. Another thing about replying to comments, don't leave it a few days to reply to comments, because often people, they at least want to get a reply within the next hour or next 12 hours, you know, within the same day. So try to reply to comments, you know, pretty quickly, so you can, you know, then especially because you're going to get that velocity in the first, you know, if you check YouTube analytics, you'll see that real-time velocity, and that's kind of crucial. So if you get a lot of people commenting, you know, in the first hour, first 24, 48 hours, then YouTube recognizes that as a lot of activity on your video, and that'll, you know, view velocity is, you know, that helps to get more views, and it helps to get your video promoted in suggested videos as well. Second point is to add style to your comments. So did you know that you can bold the text in your video? You can use asterisks, and you can even do a strike through of the words in your comments. So to bold a word, you can just put the asterisks around it, and that'll actually bold the word in your comments. And if you put an underscore before the word and after the word, that will actually make it italicized. So it'll italicize your word. So you could add some formatting and styling to your comments to make it stand out. So if you reply to a comment, or maybe in your first comment, you could bold some specific words, you could italicize some specific words, and you can even put strike through a word by putting the hyphens or dashes either side of the word, you know, around the text. So adding style to your comments, you know, it helps the comments to stand out. And you know, if you especially have a lot of comments that appear under a video. The third point is to add hearts to favorite your comments. So the beauty about adding a heart is that it can re-engage that particular commenter. So you might leave a comment, and a person will receive a notification about the comment. But you can also add a heart that you love their reply, or that you favored their reply, and they'll also receive a notification by YouTube that you've loved that comment. So that's another way to kind of get people to come back to your comments And if they come back to your comments, that means it's another view for your video. So if you do this multiple times, then instead of getting maybe 100 views, you might get maybe 120 or 150 views through the re-engagement. And you can also do that, if you haven't done that with old videos, you could go back to your old videos and you could heart some of the comments on your old videos, and then that would re-engage the person and bring and then especially if your YouTube sees that people are engaging even with that old video, that might help your video to that activity might help that video to rank better or do better, etc. So good to see you as well, Kids TV. So yeah, adding hearts to your comments, favoring your comments, re-engages the viewer. It also shows appreciation to the viewer that left a comment, because they took time to leave a comment. And the viewers, they'll see a little avatar with a small red heart at the bottom left-hand corner of the comment. So the little red heart that appears there. And they also receive the notifications through the email. And if you do that for old videos, then it'll re-engage. You get more activity on your old videos. The fourth point is to pin the comments to the top. So probably you all know about that, but you can, if you see a favorite, if you have a comment that is a really good one, then you can pin that to the top. Or you could even, as I said before, make the first comment one of your own comments that maybe links to a playlist or a video, or maybe you can ask a question and pin your own comment to the top. So maybe you could do that in the beginning to get the ball rolling, get the comments going, and then when you get a whole bunch of comments, you can select the best comment and pin that one to the top, which replaces the comment that your own comment that's being pinned to the top. So somebody might say, "Wow, that's a fantastic video. It really answers all my questions. I wish I've subscribed to your channel, and I look forward to seeing more of your video." Some great comment. Then you can pin that to the top, and that'll encourage other people to to leave comments, etc. So I think that pinning your comment to the top is a great way for people to see the first comment. So put your video in there, add a playlist link, or ask a question. And so say if you ask a question in your video, you could also ask that same question in that comment that's pinned to the top of your comments. So you could also ask, during your video, what was your favorite point in the video, and post your comment below. So you could also ask that in your comments that's pinned to the top. Okay, Alex is saying pros and cons of adding special symbols like hearts, stars, etc. in the titles of your videos. Your opinion? Well, Alex, I've never tried that. That might be something to test, but I kind of lean against that, because you want to keep your titles clean. But you could put an asterisk or a heart. I don't know if you can actually add that to your title. In the video. I guess you could, but it might be something to experiment with. But I haven't seen a lot of people do it. I haven't tried it myself. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. You could add capitals in your title. That would be one way to do it. But yeah, that's something that I haven't tried, so I can't say a yes or no on that one. Guyan saying you can see channel nowadays is a trending in India. Oh, that's good to know. Somebody's asking, can you let me know if I can use some trademark? as my title of the video. I would avoid that. That might get you into hot water. It's not worth the risk. You know, I think that anything that you're not sure about is probably, you know, if you can't find the information for it, you know, the correct information, then I would avoid it, because, you know, taking the risk of getting your video, a strike on your video, or terminating your channel from YouTube is just not worth the risk. So especially trademarks, you know, if you put Amazon or Apple or something like that. So that also goes with, oh, hi Joe Vlogs, good to see you. Hey, I didn't see you at Vid Summit, Joe. I was hoping to see you there. Maybe next time. Just one thing about using, you know, just a side note about using pictures. Like I was, like if using photos, you know, best to use royalty-free photos. I was asking a question the other day to someone about using Amazon photos. You know, go to Amazon photos, but usually if using Amazon pictures from an Amazon product, say you're trying to review a product on Amazon, then of course you'd want to, mostly they allow it if you get the HTML code and put it on your website, but it's actually against copyright if you just take the picture, you know, from Amazon. Joe's saying, please make new videos on making money from online. Actually, I got probably the last few weeks I've added videos to my channel. You might want to check that out on monetization strategies. You know, if you don't have 10,000 views, and alternative ways besides AdSense, etc. So you might want to check those out. Got quite a few videos on that in the last few weeks. Okay. The fifth point is to like or dislike the comments. So this also gives a signal to YouTube that you're engaging with the people in your comments. So I would suggest that, you know, when people leave a comment, like the comment, or if you didn't like the comment, maybe dislike it, but I would say definitely, you know, like the comments. Okay, Joe's saying, please make shorter videos. I'm not able to watch for so long. Okay, thanks for the suggestion. Actually, mine are not that long, 3 to 7 or 10 minutes longest. So if you click the like icon, that helps to show to YouTube that there's activity on your channel, activity on that particular video. So if you think, but if you find a comment that's inappropriate, then of course you could flag it as spam or abuse. You know, you often get, I've got filters on my channel that filter out bad words in the comments, etc. So if you want to learn about that, you know, how to blacklist or block certain words where people are swearing in the comments, or certain words that might, you know, they're swearing or are not appropriate, then you can actually block those particular words. You can actually create a filter. So if you go, yeah, that's right, Joe. So yeah, if you go to, I've added a link to a video beneath this video about how to block, or you can just Google it. You know, I've added a link to that in the description below this video. But you can also Google how to block or blacklist certain words on YouTube, and probably my video will show up for that. Or you can just put iSiteBuild after your search. So any video that you want to learn about, you know, you can just add iSiteBuild, you know, the name of the channel, in the Google search box, and that video will come up. But that's a great way to automatically filter out the swear words or words that are, you know, not appropriate. Joe's saying, when will you collaborate with other YouTubers? Actually, I did a collaboration video probably 2 or 3 videos ago. I was talking about, what was it called? It was called something about should you start a YouTube channel in 2018, and then some of the collaborators, I got a few people in there to talk about why they started the YouTube channel. So you might want to look that up. Yeah, but I definitely want to do some more collaborations. So I have to think of some topics and then contact other YouTubers. It's a good way to also engage with other people from different niches, so you can spread your influence or get other people to know you, from other channels. So yeah, great suggestion. Number 6 is add time codes. So maybe not many of you know about this, but you can actually add time codes in the comments. So say for instance you're replying to a question that somebody has left in the comments, and maybe that answer that question, instead of getting them to watch the whole video, you could actually go to the section in that video and that particular time. So it was like 1:30, then you'd put one double dot, like a colon type thing, 1:30, and put that in the comments, and then that will become a link, and they can click on that link and it'll go immediately to that particular section of the video. Now another alternative, and I just thought about this, is that if you want to go to a particular section of the video, and I think this is possible, I think I tried it the other day, is you can right click on the video, so you go halfway through the video, you can right click on the video and it'll tell you you want to copy the link to that particular section. So you say at 1:30, then you right click on your video and it'll give you the URL to that exact start time of that section of your video. So when you answer the question in the video in your comments, you could direct the person immediately to that section in your video. So that's so you can use a timestamp or you can use the URL. So you have a choice there. But it's a great way to give people a great answer in the comments. And number 7, this is something I don't do very much, but I occasionally do, that sometimes you get comments from people from other countries. It might be in Arabic, it might be French, it might be Spanish, but they don't know English, so they leave some scribble or some foreign language in the comments. And then what you can do is just copy that and paste it into Google Translate. So you just Google Translate, paste the comment in there, then it'll do a rough translation for you, and then you can give your answer, and you could even translate it back into their language with Google Translate and put that in the comments. So that would show to the commenter that you took the extra time to reply to their comment by translating what they said and also replying maybe in their own language or in English. So yeah, so Google Translate can be a friend, but you can actually reply to non-English comments. So occasionally I get that, but most people, they reply in English. But I thought I'd just mention that as point number 7 because it's a handy thing to do. And another sidebar to that is that you can actually translate your video. I did a video on that, how to translate your videos into another language. So you can use the Google Translate to even translate some of your tags. So if you go into YouTube Analytics and then study where your traffic is coming from, maybe it's coming from Saudi Arabia, maybe it's coming from France, maybe it's coming from Germany or Austria, then you'd want to translate, maybe it's the second highest traffic source after English, and most, they're coming from that country. Then you might want to put a translated tag into your own tags. And if you watch that video that I created, you can actually also translate the title and the description as well as the tags into another language. So if you see a very popular language that's appearing in your stats, you might want to test it out by translating the video. So what happens is the person that is watching in that country will automatically see the translated title, the translated description, and a translated, not all the tags, but a translated tag if you put that tag in there. So that will appeal to the people from that country, or the person that's watching your video from that country. So that's another way to get more views and subscribers, not just from English-speaking people, but from people that can't speak the language, or to expand your audience. The other point I want to mention is that there's also bulk comment management on your channel. So instead of going to your individual video to answer the comments, you can actually go to the bulk management feature. And the way to get there is to just click on community in your dashboard, then comments, and then published comments. And in the published comments, you'll see all the comments from all the videos on your channel. So then instead of going to each individual video, you can just go down the list and answer all the comments from videos, because I have I think 500 videos on my channel, so I get comments all the time from videos that have been on my channel for several years. So I get a notification in my email, so I can go individually, but what I do is I just go to the bulk comment management feature, and I can just go down the column and just answer all the comments just on one page. So that's kind of a really handy feature. So in that bulk management comment management feature, you've got the published comments, and you've also got the ones that are held for review. So the held for review ones are probably the ones that that maybe put filters on and has filtered out the inappropriate comments, so they'll be held for review, and then you can review those, and then confirm you want them to be on your video or not. And the other part of that bulk management feature is the likely spam. So sometimes it's good to check the likely spam box. Check that and see. There might be, because I've seen quite a few comments that have been flagged by YouTube to be a spam, but they weren't spam. So you want to go into your spam folder, or go in that spam area, and then just check that some of those comments were, if they were flagged as spam, maybe unflag them and approve them, so that they appear under your videos. So so occasionally you want to check that. So you can actually also remove the comments there. You can reply to them. If you click on the flag symbol, then you can report comments, if it's spam or abuse. And you can also, in your community settings, you can also block the user from posting comments on the videos on your channel. So what happens is that you actually hide that particular user. I think they can still see your videos, but they won't be able to comment on your videos. And in that community settings tab, you can also block certain words, so comments that closely match the words that are held for review, they'll be blocked. And also it'll happen in the live chat. So also, if you're doing live chat and somebody maybe swears in the live chat or whatever, then that will also be held for review or be blocked, depending on the what you've set up on your channel. And also in that community settings tab, you can block links too. So so it could be particular links that have hashtags. There'll be held for review. And so that's a way that you can go into community settings and then, you know, check the you know, try to filter, you know, have words that can be filtered in your comments. Okay, Sakak Rock is saying, how to make my video go viral. Well, the chance of your video going viral is pretty slim, unless you do something outrageous. But instead of trying to make your video go viral, I would just focus on making, you know, creating engaging videos that people want to watch, solve people's problems, and just upload as many videos as you can that is optimized for search engines. And then, you know, sometimes what happens, you know, your video may not go viral immediately, but I've had videos that have got a slow growth at the beginning, but then they pick up speed, you know, after a few weeks or a few months or even after a year. And one thing you could do is to look at the trends, you know, go to YouTube Trends or Google Trends and see if there's a strong trend in your particular niche, and then do a video on that trend. And if you're the first one that is talking about that trend, then often you can get a lot of views going to your video because you're the one that's picked up that trend or talking about that trend at the very beginning. Okay, Alex saying, if I'm lucky enough, your translated tags will be highly ranked in Google, which is awesome. Happened to me twice. Oh, it's good to know. That's amazing. Yeah, I think I have to try that more often. So say, for instance, you have a lot of people from Saudi Arabia, then, you know, if your top tag is, say, like video marketers or something like that, you could translate video marketers or video marketing into Arabic if your video is about video marketing. So I think that's a good thing to try. And then, you know, your video might just appear more in that country based upon those great tags that you've put in your included in your video. Joe Vlog saying, do you know other YouTubers personally on the same niche? Yes, I do. You know, like Daryl Eves. I met quite a few at the Vid Summit. Met Daryl Eves there, and Nick and Brian, and yeah, quite a few others there. But yeah, collaborations are great. Just have to put that into my schedule. A question for you guys is, guys and girls, is you got any more tips or any questions about engagement for your YouTube videos? I think these are kind of self-explanatory points, but I think the most important thing is how to reply to comments that gives value to the person that left the comment. Of course, most people leave a comment or say great job or great video, etc. But sometimes you get people that have a question or want to know something deeper. So if you engage with them on a deeper level, then they can see that you invested the time to leave a more well thought out comment. And when you do that, they're probably more inclined to subscribe to your channel because they can see that you took the time to think and address their particular question. So that's just something to think about. But, you know, if you're getting hundreds or thousands of comments, you can't do that. But you can definitely, you know, keep an eye out for people that have left, you know, that need more in-depth information to the comment that they've left. Okay, Alex saying, question and answer videos will help. How long typical question and answer video should be? I would say, you know, if you have a list of questions, say you're doing an interview, I would say you got to keep the video flowing. So when people say you're asking a question, you could even do a question and answer video yourself. You could ask the question and like have a flashing across the screen. So how many how many people can you put in a Toyota Corolla, you know, then you could have another person answering it, or you could answer it yourself and then show some B-roll answering the questions. So I think, you know, if you have 10, I wouldn't make like 40 questions or 20 questions, but, you know, keep it short and punchy. So the idea is to keep people moving through the video. So I'd say 10 minutes at the most. If it's a subject that, you know, you could even say, well, you could address another topic in a different video or put them all on a playlist. So I think interviews could be a bit longer, but if you're just doing a question and answer video, I think 5 or 10 minutes is good. Okay, Second Rock said I have some other questions about my account. Okay. Probably can't answer that, Sahik. Maybe you can just shoot me a email or put something in the comments under this video. I can answer it there, because it's hard to address personal account. Yeah, if any of you have not subscribed to my channel, then, you know, I try to make videos every week. On try to upload publish new videos on Mondays and Thursdays, and try to do a live stream on Fridays. So if you have any suggestions for future live streams, particular questions you want, you know, something that you want to address, then you know, let me know in the comments. Probably don't or put in the chat. The problem with the chat is that it disappears after the video is uploaded, so you might want to put it in the comments, and then I can address it in a future live stream. Tamil Tech says, I want to target a language-based audience. Okay, I don't know what you really mean by that, but if you're targeting a different language, then I definitely would say, I would say definitely translate your video. You can, the beauty of translating your video, you can translate it into multiple different languages. So say your video is in English, you could, and then you look at your top, the people, you know, the top countries where your video is being viewed. Say it's France and Saudi Arabia and you know, Germany. Then you could translate your video into those 3 different languages. Then the people that are watching your video in those countries will see your title and description in that particular language. Whereas, you know, people that are watching in an English-speaking country will view your videos in English. Saturday Rocks, and I make music videos, so what think I need to do for growing my channel? Well, if you make music videos, I mean, if you want them to be found in search, then, you know, if it's a particular music video that's popular, you could you know, optimize your video for that music. You know, you know, if you're a popular musician, then add that to your title, description, and tags. I would also, when you promote your videos, go find places where you can, not just YouTube, but you can go to like SoundCloud, or, you know, find places on the net where you can upload a native video that's related, you know, where all the people are hanging out that make music or listening to music. So you might consider iTunes, SoundCloud. So those are some other areas. And, you know, you can even put them in a whole playlist, and then, or if it's on your website, then, you know, embed the video on your website, then optimize your website and your web pages for that particular video. Shasil said, I started YouTube, what shall I do? I'd say watch videos on my channel. Start with the one, how to grow your YouTube channel in 2017 to 2018. I've got a lot of great points there. Then at the end of the video, you'll get You'll get other related videos. So just go to my channel homepage, I site build, youtube.com/I site build, and go to the first section there on the homepage, and you'll see a whole bunch of videos on how to get started, how to grow your YouTube channel. So that'll give you a lot of things to try. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming by today and being on the live stream. If you don't have any more questions, then keep an eye out for next week. I have a video on how to generate income, passive income on YouTube. So I'm going to give some points about that. And then if you have any suggestions for future live streams, then definitely put that in the comment below this video. So thank you everybody for being here in the live stream, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. All the best.